Hello, my name is Dustin, a marketing expert here at Growave, and today I'll be leading you through the administrative panel, showing you step by step how you can take advantage of Growave's many features to maximize your store's performance. Okay, let's begin. In order to actually reach the administrative panel, you have two options. The option number one, and the simplest one, is through your Shopify administrative settings. You simply go to the app section, you click on Growave, and this should redirect you to the actual administrative panel for Growave. Okay, now that we've reached the administrative panel, what I'll do is show you around, okay? So there are two things that you need to focus on, the informative side and the actual functional side. The functional side would be this section here where we have all the apps listed out for you and the top menu section. Everything else is more or less informative. So if you needed any more information, you needed some help, some support from our customer service team, you can identify a means to resolve this problem through all the resources that we've provided for you. But let's begin with the actual settings, okay? So if I were to open up the settings option, you'll see a few options where you have general settings, design, integrations, email templates, and language editor. If you're a native Spanish speaker, native Russian speaker, the settings section can be adapted so that you can understand exactly what's going on there. So let's go to general settings for the moment. The first thing you see in the general settings is a language option. You can go ahead and choose one of the languages that are listed in the drop-down table, and you'll be able to basically maneuver through the administrative panel with ease if this is what's required. Okay, now if you were to look around here, there's also some notification options, some email confirmation options, and also the name of your store. So you can adapt these changes and go ahead and click Save Changes after you've made your amendments. And now at Growave, we understand that the Shopify environment is full of wonderful apps. And we built our integration to be compatible with many of Shopify's highest performing integrations. So if you look at this section here, you have the option of basically integrating your store with Growave and then combining it with other important integrations such as PushOwl, OmniSend, Klaviyo, Gorgias. Yeah. So now let's proceed further. Now we'll go to design. Through the design section, you have the ability to decide how you wanted the app to be displayed on the user's end. Of course, you have to remember that there's two sections to any marketing platform. You have the front end and the back end. The front end is what the customer sees, and the back end is how you control what the customer sees. So through this section here, you'll be able to amend basically the specific app, the sort of color that you wanted to use in combination with your store, and the other pertinent details. Okay, if this will give you a brief outlook on how things will look for your customer. So, okay, wonderful. Now let's proceed further. Next, we have email templates. Through the email template section, you can create automatic email notifications to reach out to your customer base at your own discretion. You can schedule them for a specific date, you can amend the frequency, and you can also change the subject, the formatting, and the layout of these email notifications. In order to do that, we go through the settings, choose one of the predetermined templates, let's say customer activation. Right? And here you can customize your own email template. Okay. As you can see, you can save these changes. You can send this email. You can send a test email. What you see here is basically the email template builder. What you can do is customize a completely unique email template. You can explore the options. You can exercise your creativity. You can make it as engaging as you want it to be. You can even change the topic of it. The options are limitless. So we highly encourage you to use email notifications as part of your marketing strategy because they're a great way and an effective way of re-engaging with your clients by demonstrating value in your store's products and also offering some sort of promotion as rewards or discounts. The last section of the settings menu is the language editor. Through the language editor, you have the ability to incorporate any languages that you want into the actual Growave app. So first option here that you see on screen is the email notification. In order to actually change the language, you can place your native language's characters into this section here that I have highlighted, and this will change the way that it's displayed on screen for your customers. Okay. Now let's proceed further. Let's begin with reviews. Now we've begun, now what I'll do is explain basically how the actual app works and how you can control it from the administrative panel. Now, the most important thing for you to understand is that there's a lot of value in our app, especially for reaffirming trust factors or promoting customer engagement so that they interact with your store as opposed to simply visiting and leaving. As you can see here, we have several reviews that we've created in advance. These, of course, are just test reviews. They're not authentic reviews, but you have the ability to include images into them. You have the ability to review specific products or even the actual store in general. So you have the ratings of the product, you have the date that it was produced, you have the ability to unpublish a specific review if you find it to be damaging to your brand or somehow unproductive for your customers to understand exactly the quality of your store. And you can also feature them with this option here. If you wanted to interact with your customers, you have the option to do so. You can simply click reply and place your personalized comment underneath the actual review. You can edit the review as well. If there were some sort of typos or errors in the way that the customer presented their review, you can do so, and you can also bin it all together. Okay. We also have a Q&A function. The Q&A function, of course, has to do with interaction and resolving of possible issues that you might encounter with your customers at your store. You can do so through the Q&A function, and of course, all of our apps can be created to have their own separate pages. So it doesn't have to be strictly from the widget. It can be through its own authentic page. You can build these pages through Growave as well. And we recognize that reviews, which we call data, is a semi-permanent asset. And in order to facilitate better usage of our app, what we did is created an import function, which allows you to import previous reviews, information, and data into your Growave app so that you can display these reviews moving forward. Now, and this is where it's done. Okay. Then we have review emails, right? Just like we have email reminders, we have requests for reviews that you can send out to customers. You can build your own custom email review notifications and include rewards in the process if you want to encourage greater accumulation of reviews. Okay, now let's backpedal for a moment here and let's go to the custom forums. Now, let's go to the settings sections of reviews. From the settings sections of the reviews, you have the ability to customize the way that the widget is displayed. You have the ability to create your own reviews page. You have the ability to enable certain functions, which I encourage you to review so that you can have your own sense of branding, your own customization to your reviews app. Right? You can also amend the Q&A app as well for its positioning, things along those lines. So you can do that all through the reviews section. And if you don't like to use reviews, if you don't want reviews displayed anywhere on your page, you can simply deactivate it through this option here. Okay, let's proceed further. Now, rewards. Rewards are an incredibly important function with Growave because they're the best tool that you have available in e-commerce for engaging the client. The second that a client arrives at your store, if the information is adequately portrayed, every single time they make a purchase, every single time they interact with your store, they'll receive a certain amount of points. These points in return can be used to motivate a broad variety of actions. And this is something that we cannot understate enough. Okay, let's begin by going to the points. Now, I've clicked on points, and this brings me to the actual earning points section. Just like you have a way to earn points, you also need a way of redeeming points, and this is more about financially structuring your rewards because more or less each point has a financial value. That's why you have to more or less understand how much your clients are earning or saving at your store in order to make maximum utility out of it. For instance, as we have it currently set up, every single time that a client were to follow you on Twitter, they would receive 50 points. So next we have leave a review. So 750 points for leaving a review and the amount of times that it has been exercised. This is a great way to reinforce your store's trust factor. Next we have social login. If you want to re-engage with your client, if you want to send them active emails, or if you want to send them SMS or something along those lines, you can collect their customer contact details and then reach out to them after the fact. The social login can also be a form of reward. So through social login, you have the ability to reward them. So in this case, it would be 50 points. And after the fact, you can reach out to them through the customer database. And as you can see, there are several other options here, like subscribe to newsletter, create an account, and enter your birthday. These are all options that are completely available to you. You can also add a new one through this button here. If you want to employ a temporary boost campaign, which means that you want to increase the amount of points that you reward during a holiday season or seasonal event, you can do so through the boost campaign section by building a whole new promotional campaign. Next, we have spending points. We want to encourage our clients to spend the points that they've earned at the store, which will increase your turnover rates, but also engage the clients and keep them coming back, knowing that it's beneficial to continue shopping at your store. This form of encouragement coincides greatly with all of our other features. So, as an example, if you want to offer your client a 15% discount, right, which costs about 1,500 points, which of course, all of this is up to your discretion. You can design it any way that you like. But as an example, we set up a 15% discount for 1,500 points, and they can redeem this at checkout in order to take advantage of your rewards program. You can add new ones here. You can bin it through here. And now let's proceed to members. Through the members section, you'll be able to see all the people that have registered for this program. You can reward them points, you can take away points, you can penalize, you can promote them. You have a broad variety of ways of encouraging or discouraging specific behaviors. But the best part of it is that rewards enable you to encourage a very broad variety of actions, which means that if you use Instagram thoroughly for your brand, or you use Facebook, or Google reviews, you can encourage the building of these social media channels to facilitate greater growth for your brand, which allows you to scale moving down the line. Okay. Next, let's go to Wishlist. Wishlist is a newer and improved version of the cart, which makes it into a socially interactive app. You can send the wish list to your loved ones through social media, through email. You can also build these wish lists and save them indefinitely for future visits. And if the client has left your store without completing the purchase, you can re-engage with these clients by sending them an email notification sometime in the near future, just to remind them that these items are still available for purchase. And if that doesn't work, you can also promote some sort of discount code attached to this email notification to really pull them in back to your store. You can decide how the wishlist tab is going to be displayed on your screen, the color coding and things along those lines. This is all up to you to decide. Okay. Then we have Instagram. Instagram is a brilliant way to sell your product, increase your reach, and turn your social media into a beautiful sales funnel. What we do, the options that we award you with Growave is a buy option and in-page tagging. You can control all of this through our app section, but in order to take advantage of this, you'll have to create a Facebook business account in order to actually import the images and integrate your store into Growave. The first thing that you'll have to do is simply create a gallery, give it a title, import your images, create tags, and presto, you'll have your Instagram working as a alternative storefront for your business. And of course, all of this is done in a brilliantly stunning way. You can have user-generated content in your storefront. You can The comments are a great way to reassure customers of quality, and you can have a buy button straight into your Instagram page. Next, we'll go to social login. Social login is surprisingly important, and I'll tell you why. With social login, you have an accelerated way of collecting contact details from your customers, which allows you to re-engage with them and use your rewards program, your reviews function at its maximum potential. All you have to do is simply enable these icons here to identify which social media you want to incorporate into the social login function. Now, there's no way to actually disable the social login function, but if you wanted to remove it altogether, all you have to do is just untick all of these options here. Next, we'll go to the settings for social login. This will basically adjust the way that it's displayed on screen. You can have a small icon, a large icon. You can include multi-pass login as well, and you can redirect where your clients are going to land once the social login process is complete. In the members section, you'll have all the information accumulated of your clients, of your customers. In the members section of social login, you'll be able to identify exactly who has registered for your store's rewards program, who has used social login in the past, how much you've rewarded them, so on and so forth. Now, let's go to rewards. Through the rewards function, there's not just one feature that's really highlighted. Through the rewards function, you also have the option of using a loyalty program. You have the option of building a referral page. You have a notification center. You can adjust appearance settings, and you also have analytics. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to build a VIP tier. You can customize your tier to perform as effectively as you want it to do. You can give it a custom name. You can call it gold tier. You can call it platinum. You can call it black membership, gold membership. You can even give it an exclusive name, such as mountaineers or sun tokens or something along those lines, right? You can monitor activity of your VIP tier. You can look at the members that are currently engaged in your VIP tiers. These are great, VIP tiers are a great way of encouraging further purchase, further engagement with your store. And unironically, clients who see some sort of rewards and accumulative benefits for engaging with your store will have a preference towards your store as opposed to one without a loyalty or rewards program. When it comes to referrals, referrals are a great way to simply and effectively drive an extra source of traffic to your store by encouraging mutual benefits for referrer and referee. You can create a separate page for the referral links, and to generate a referral link is super simple. It's never been easier. All you have to do is simply share the link that you've generated through your store, and the person that redeems it will receive a reward for activating that link. Next, we have the notification center. You can enable, disable any of these notifications. You can customize it by going into the actual emails and adjusting the details of the emails through Growave. Once again, you have the ability to customize these notifications and make them as catching as you could possibly do so. Now let's go back to rewards. Next, we have appearance settings. You can change the way the widget is displayed. You can brand it after your own image. You can decide which color you want to be displayed in the rewards widget. I personally prefer the yellow-orange option. If these colors are insufficient for you, you can use the spectrum model to decide which image of brand image you want to incorporate into your company. Then we go back to rewards. And we have analytics. Analytics is a very important feature of Growave, because if you're not monitoring sales performance, if you're not monitoring data generated by Growave, you won't be able to make informed decisions. And so we found it very important to have an analytical section. Through the analytical section, you can see exactly how well your app is performing, and you can make informed decisions. You can make amendments for further engagement. Next, we have the activity section. Through the activity section, you'll be able to see in detail when, how, and who has interacted with your app in the past. Okay. Through this section here, you have the ability to analyze the performance of your app in depth and make adjustments in accordance to your findings. We encourage you to actively use this information to build the value of your Growave marketing platform and to engage your customers in the most effective way possible. Okay, not only is it for points, you can also look at the performance of your referral program. You can track members of your social login as well. You can check the sort of tiers that you have and how well they're performing, and you can either import or export data from other sources as well. All of these features in combination have the ability of creating a high-performing marketing platform that can transform your business moving forward. And we encourage you to find out exactly how you can do so by contacting us, our success team or our customer service team, to basically walk you through the whole process. If there are any questions in regards to our administrative panel, how our features work, you can either contact the customer service team or you can reach out to the knowledge base, our resources, and identify these issues and resolve them on your own. Once again, my name is Dustin, a marketing expert here at Growave, and if there are any questions or unresolved problems with Growave, we encourage you to seek help. Thank you so much. This is Dustin signing out.